Good morning, Professor Merla. My name is Daniel Felix here one more time. So in this time, I'm gonna share with you, Professor, and also with my student, with your students, my partners, of course, Dorian Gray to answer some question that I have over here. So the first one is, explain how in the beginning of the story of Dorian Gray is foreshadowed to be an extremely handsome man. So in the beginning of the picture of Dorian Gray described as being remarkably handsome, almost to an extraordinary degree. His physical appearance is repeatedly praised by other characters, which sets the stage for central theme of beauty and fleeting nature. This excessive emphasis of his exceptional beauty serves as a foreshadowing of the pivotal role that his looks will play in the on the unfolding of the history. So, the second question is, three deaths are narrated in the history. How do they all take place? How do they all are related to them? To Dorian. So in the picture of Dorian Gray, three deaths are narrated. The first is the actress Sybil Vane, who dies by suicide after Dorian clearly rejects her due to her failed performance. The second death is that James Vane, Sybil's brother, who is accidentally killed by a haunting accident while seeking revenge on Dorian. The third death is that Dorian himself. All of these deaths are related to Dorian in different ways. Now, we have the third question. It is, as he wishes for immortality, what does Dorian agree with the devil to remain young? How is he reflected visually? Dorian agreed to give his soul in exchange for external youth and beauty. This pact is symbolized by supernatural transformation of his portrait, which ages and shows the moral corruption and decay resulting from Dorian's sinful and hedonistic lifestyle, while Dorian himself remains actually overly young and unblemished. So, we have now the fourth question. Say, explain why 18 years after Sybil's death, Sybil's brothers refrained from killing Dorian. 18 years after Sybil's death, Sybil's brothers James Vane refrained from killing Dorian because he encounters a chance meeting with an old friend who dissuades him from seeking revenge. This friend convinces James that seeking vengeance would only lead more tragedy, and that is the best to get to go of the past and move on with his life. Fifth question is, who does Dorian blackmail and what were his reasons to do so? Dorian Gray blackmails Alan Campbell, a former friend and chemist, into helping him dispose of a dead body. Dorian's reason for blackmailing Campbell stems from his desire to cover up a murder that he has committed. Dorian fears the scandal and repercussion that would arise in the truth were to be revealed. So he uses his knowledge of Campbell's past indiscretion to coerce him into aiding the disposal of the body. We have the question number 6. How does Dorian die? What happens as a result? Dorian Gray dies by stabbing himself in the heart in a fit of despair and in himself loathing, which is displayed in the novel. The picture of Dorian Gray as a result of his death, the portrait that had been aging and reflecting Dorian's moral corruption miraculously in returns to its original state, showing a young and unblemished Dorian. We have now the question number 7. What is the yellow book in the picture of Dorian Gray? The yellow book is a symbol of decadence and moral corruption. It is a fictional French novel that influenced Dorian Gray profound by leading him to embrace a life of hedonism and pursue his selfish desire without regard for the consequences. Now we have the question number 8. Who doesn't want to exhibit his painting? A, B, C. In the picture of Dorian Gray, the character who doesn't want to exhibit his painting is letter A, Dorian Gray. The next question. Who influences people? A, B, C. In the picture of Dorian Gray, the character who influences people is letter C. Dorian Gray, throughout the novel, Dorian Gray's charismatic and enigmatic personality has profound influence on those around him, leading them to admire and emulate him despite the moral decay that lies beneath his outward appearance. Now, who is an artist? A, B, C. The artist is letter B, Basil. Basil Hallward is a talented and idealistic painter who becomes captivated by Dorian's beauty. Who is an innocent young man? A, B, C. In the picture of Dorian Gray, the innocent young man is Dorian Gray. So letter A, Dorian Gray. At the beginning of the novel, Dorian Gray is portrayed as a naive and innocent character, untouched by the corrupting influences that ultimately lead to his moral downfall. So, who is handsome and rich? A, B, C. The handsome and rich character is the letter A, Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray is described as exceptionally handsome and possesses considerable wealth, both of when contribute to his life and play significant roles in the events that unfold throughout the novel. Who is Lord Curzon's grandson? A, B, C. Lord Curzon's grandson is letter C, the letter C, Dorian Gray. Is the character who is related to the Lord Curzon and his inheritance from his grandfather, plays a significant role in the shaping his influence, lifestyle, and the events that unfold in the history. Who is married? ABC one more time. So the character who is married is the letter B, Sir Henry Wotton. Sir Henry Wotton is depicted as a charming and witty aristocrat who provides Dorian Gray with the influential and hedonistic philosophies that ultimately contribute to Dorian's moral decline. So thank you so much, Professor Mola. Hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you.